Well, hello everyone. I'm back again, and yes, I know I'm making a video on a Sunday. How about that? Well, not just one video, but two. So, there you go. So, today our look at Veronica Mars Season 1 continues with The Girl Next Door. So, here we go. The episode begins in medias res. Veronica sits outside of an apartment building, and we see a stretcher being carried off. Through voiceovers, Veronica tells that she was in some way connected to the crime. The episode then flashes back to 1 week earlier. Then, Veronica meets Sarah, a heavily pregnant neighbor, who asks for her help with the missing journal that she believes her boyfriend stole. In newspaper class, Mallory Dent shows a woman, Evelyn Bugby, to Veronica and asks for her help with a project on the class of '79. She eventually agrees to help with the project. Veronica looks through the old yearbook and sees a photo of her mother, Leanne. During a test, a teacher, Mr. Daniels, fails both Logan and Weevil for talking. They are placed in detention, during which the two bicker and eventually play poker. The teacher comes in and sentences them to a full week of detention. Ugh. Veronica returns home and views Sarah and her boyfriend, Andre, arguing. That night, Veronica is awakened by a woman's scream overhead and a body falling. The next morning, Veronica goes to Sarah's door to take her to a doctor's appointment, but there is no response. She looks through the window to see the room in disarray, and Sarah's dog alone, barking. Bum bum bum. In the bathroom one day, another student talks to Weevil, and it is heavily implied that Weevil was carrying out an affair with Lily Kane. Veronica talks to Duncan about something she found in the yearbook, that Veronica's mother, Leanne, and Jake Kane were once a couple in high school. A flashback details Veronica's breakup with Duncan, which was abrupt and mystified Veronica. At Sarah's workplace, her boss says that she doesn't know where Sarah is either. He also gives Veronica the information that she finds with her boyfriend a lot. Veronica goes to find Andre. She questions him, but he dismisses it as a simple fight, and nothing serious. She doesn't believe him, and these suspicions are heightened when it turns out that Andre is painting a portrait of a female nude who is not Sarah. Veronica sneaks into Sarah's apartment and finds some mysterious things, including Sarah's phone and a gun. Andre comes in and finds Veronica. She manages to escape with minimal conflict. Whew! In another flashback, Veronica asks Lily Kane why Duncan broke up with her, but she is vague and unspecific. In detention, Logan states that he has a plan to get the teacher back, which involves stealing the teacher's car and putting it on the flagpole. How exactly does that happen? I don't know. Weevil is told by the principal that he is expelled in the aftermath of the prank. After Veronica gives Sarah's parents Keith's card, they visit Keith. Afterwards, Keith tells Veronica that he does not want her on the case. However, she convinces him otherwise as long as she stays away from Andre. She finds out that Sarah's baby is not Andre's. Logan confesses to the prank as well. Veronica visits Sarah's boss again, and she finds out from the boss that Sarah was raped and that the baby might be the child of the rapist. Veronica calls Weevil's motorcycle gang, and they come in order to convince the boss to give Veronica Sarah's journal, which she stole. This works successfully. Weevil is unexpelled, and they are both sentenced to a punishment of removing graffiti. Logan finds a tattoo with Lily's name on it, but Weevil comes up with an inadequate lie. Veronica reads Sarah's notebook and finds her near her car. Sarah goes back to Andre. Over dinner, Keith asks Veronica who the father is. Meanwhile, upstairs, Sarah's parents find out that she was raped, and that the actual father of the child was Sarah's stepfather. Ugh. Keith and Veronica come and help, and Keith ends up shooting the stepfather. We then return to the point at which the episode began. Bum bum bum. So now let's look at some arc significance during this episode. While gathering information on the class of '79 reunion, Veronica finds out that her mom and Jake Kane dated in high school. In a flashback, Veronica asks Lily to find out why Duncan broke up with her. The next day, Lily had apparently found something out and tells her to forget him and move on. Vice Principal Clemens tells Logan to remind his father of the offer he made about donating his boots from one of his movies to the school. Logan finds out that Weevil has a tattoo of Lily. When questioned, Weevil says that his sister's name is Lily. Weevil and Logan put their English teacher's car on the flagpole. Only Weevil gets in trouble. He gets expelled. And later on, Logan admits to Clemens that he was an accomplice. Clemens lowers the punishment and brings Weevil back to the school. Now let's look at the music of this episode. In addition to the series theme song We Used to Be Friends by the Dandy Warhols, the following music can be heard in the episode. The Child of the Century by French Cakes, La Femme d'Argent by Air, and Yellow Butted Sunshine by Pop. And now finally, the production. This episode is the final episode for actress Cindy Tamier-Portier, who played Mallory Dent in a total of 4 episodes. Her abrupt departure from the show was due to her pregnancy in real life. She continued to be credited as starring until the 9th episode of the first season, Drinking the Kool-Aid. In addition, series regular Percy Dykes III, who portrays Wallace Fennell, is absent from The Girl Next Door. Among the episode's many guest stars is Jessica Chastain, who later rise to fame with her performance in the 2011 films The Tree of Life, Take Shelter, and her Oscar-nominated roles in The Help and Zero Dark 30. Another one of the episode's guest stars is Adam Kaufman, whom series creator Rob Thomas later called on to play an unconnected FBI agent role in the unaired 4th season pilot of the show before Veronica Mars was cancelled altogether. So overall, this episode was not all bad, and the focus on the Lily Kane murder case was brief, but still, it was interesting. And also finding out that Veronica's mother dated Jake Kane, yeah, that was something unexpected. So, yeah. So, overall, I give The Girl Next Door 4 marshmallows out of 5. Well, tune in a bit as we take a look at Like a Virgin. So, until then, remember everyone, the game's afoot.